Property management. What is property management? Property management is the day-by-day oversight of private, business, or mechanical land by an outsider worker for hire. For the most part, property directors assume liability for everyday fixes and progressing support, security, and upkeep of properties. They as a rule work for the proprietors of speculation properties, for example, loft and condo edifices, private home networks, retail outlets, and mechanical parks. Their primary jobs are to oversee routine errands appointed to them by the proprietors and to protect the worth of the properties they oversee while producing pay. Key takeaways. Property management is the oversight of land by an outsider. Property supervisors are by and large answerable for the everyday activities of the land, from evaluating occupants to organizing fixes and support. Proprietors pay property supervisors an expense or a level of the lease created by the property. Each state has its own laws directing the exercises of property administrators. Understanding property management. Property supervisors by and large need to proceed onward to the following venture when everyone is finished. Regardless of whether they keep on holding title to the property, they like to designate the everyday activities to an external organization. The obligations of a property supervisor by and large include the accompanying screening possible inhabitants, drafting, marking, and restoring leases in the interest of landowners, gathering rent, keeping up properties including arranging and snow evacuation, masterminding important fixes to properties, setting up and clinging to financial plans for property upkeep. The organizations should conform to any state and nearby landowner inhabitant laws and guidelines. Proprietors pay property administrators a charge or a level of the lease created by a property while it is under their administration. Who needs a property manager? Landowners recruit property managers for an assortment of reasons. Some may have numerous investment properties in their portfolios and do not have the time or ability to keep up the properties and manage singular inhabitants. A few proprietors just have a premium in claiming investment properties and acquiring benefits from them. At the point when this is the situation, they employ proficient property supervisors. Non-attendant landowners likewise utilize property supervisors. Some property the executives organizations take into account singular landowners who lease a solitary property, for example, a country estate. Landowners who partake in reasonable lodging programs will in general utilize property the board administrations in light of the fact that their investment properties are dependent upon complex government rules that require specific aptitude. Certain land expedites likewise work as property administrators. For instance, a merchant in a retreat town may give purchaser and vendor specialist benefits just as property the board administrations. At the point when this is the situation, the land dealer records, shows, rents, and keeps up getaway rentals for various landowners. Property chiefs are not quite the same as local area administrators, which manage normal regions as opposed to singular units and don't really manage landowners. Exceptional considerations. Property managers permitting necessities shift by state. 1 Most states require property the executives organizations to be authorized by the neighborhood land board, so landowners need to ensure that the organizations they recruit are appropriately authorized. For example, property chiefs in Florida are needed to have land representatives licenses to work in their states. 2 That's since a portion of their duties are considered land action. Holding a land merchant's permit permits property directors to list investment properties in the various posting administration (MLS) and to advertise the properties by standard land showcasing strategies. Holding a land representative's permit likewise permits the property the executives organization to put a land board lockbox on a property's entryway so other authorized specialists can show the property. Florida additionally requires property supervisors to hold an agent's permit in the event that they manage rentals or rents and get a commission for their services. 2 Property directors who deal with the properties they own in the state, nonetheless, needn't bother with a permit to do so. Point 2 Administrators in Massachusetts don't need an agent's license. Point 3 That's on the grounds that specific obligations viewed as land exercises, like posting and renting properties, might be auxiliary to the fundamental obligations performed by the property chief. If you like this video, please press the like button, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.